Hello, my gays and weebs. Skate the Infinity is really gay. Did I already talk about this in my gay anime you slept on this season video? Yes. Am I making this video anyway because I can't get the show out of my head? Yes. This video will contain spoilers. Like most of my videos, I'm going to be using a few clips from the show, but mostly footage of my cosplay as a backdrop for what I'm saying. This time the cosplay is going to be a bit more spur of the moment. I'm 100% closet cosplay. One, because ironic, and two, because I didn't realize I was going to be making this video until I binge finished the show at 1 a.m. and needed to talk about it somewhere, but that's enough disclaimers, let's get into this. Honestly, this show really surprised me. I started watching it mid-season because I wanted to include it in my gay anime video because, let's be honest, it's a sports anime with pretty boys. That's kind of a recipe for homoerotic tension. So I figured I'd watch a bit for that video, and if it was good enough, I'd see it through to the end. I did this with a lack of enthusiasm because while I honestly love sports anime because of the tournament arc-esque narrative structure, when I found out it was from the same makers as Free, I kind of figured it would be all queerbaiting and fan service. And, well, yeah, it's still pretty no homo because gays can't have things that are too nice and there's gotta be just enough to argue it's not gay. I still was really surprised by this show. Because it's good. It's really good. And gay. It's really gay too. So yeah, we get the standard sports anime setup. One of our main characters is a newbie with natural talent, so we can get both the OP moments and enter into a world through the eyes of someone who, like us, doesn't know the rules. And I don't really have a problem with how naturally talented Longa is. Sure, it's probably not realistic for someone good at snowboarding to be able to become a record-breaking skater in just a few months, but this is an anime. It's not supposed to be realistic. None of this is realistic. But it's fun to watch and it gets you hyped, and in this context, that's kind of all that matters. But anyway, the plot is pretty straightforward because this is not a show about a complex plot, it's about characters and relationships and how that's reflected in the sport itself. Because of this format, of course the center is going to be on the relationship between these two guys, but that doesn't automatically mean that they, or the show itself, is gay. Only they are. And look, I'm a shipper. I'm also a member of the LGBT community, and you know how thirsty we are for representation. But that doesn't mean just because two main characters are the same gender, I'm going to automatically think they should bang. I am going to think that when one spends half of the later episodes screaming the other's name in that good old-fashioned anime way that we only ever really get from our main hero and heroine, or when, even in episode 1, the blushing is just off the charts, or when the conflict they face in the middle of the show is handled like a breakup to the point that Longa's mom gives him crush advice because she just assumes he's having lady trouble. Oh, and in that conversation, by the way, she does ask him if he likes this person he's thinking about, and we get another dose of blushing before he does not deny it. And yeah, you could say that just because Longa is innocent AF and doesn't know that like means like, but then why the fuck did he blush so much then? Like, come on, you cannot tell me he's not in love with Reiki. I think we can even argue that the skating itself is a metaphor for their feelings for each other, and that isn't just for the two of them. We see it in more than one relationship. Which, of course, brings me to the obvious reason why this show is gay. Adam. Adam is a garbage fire, but I am in love with him, and that's a problem for another video. But anyway, Adam is kind of like the definition of queer-coded. I mind the trope less in this context because of how gay everything else is. If it was just him showcasing these stereotypes, I might be a little bit hesitant to call this good and lean more towards harmful. But I don't think he's supposed to represent the idea of an evil gay person preying on the straight protagonists. Sure, he's over the top, but that's because he's the big bad of the series, so therefore he's allowed to be more extra because he has to be the biggest extreme that we get. In terms of the whole skating representing romantic feelings, or, and I'm gonna hate myself for saying this, passion, he's not only the metaphor to the max, but he's the only one who's actually candid about that. Yeah, Adam straight up says he's in love with whoever can match him in this world he's trying to reach when he skates, and that his end goal is to find his Eve. Which, yes, in reality is just someone who can match his talent, but, I mean, if you didn't want us to take it like that, then why did you make it talk about marriage and love so much? Like his entire existence is just proving that skating is gay, I'm sorry. Okay, so extravagance aside, what I honestly like about Adam's character and the arc he goes through is how he and Tadashi parallel Longa and Reiki. And like, the show is not subtle about that at all. You're supposed to see these relationships in the same context. In the literal sense, it's one kid teaching the other to skate, but it's also someone reaching out to someone who's internally lost and alone and does not understand love. With Longa, it's because of the grief he feels over his father's death. With Adam, it's because of abuse. Like, actual abuse that I did not think they were going to go so far with, but, like, wow. Like, he's still a shitbag, and this does not excuse all the crap he's put so many of the other characters through, but his backstory does at least give us a reason why he's so obsessed with the idea of love and with skating. Because his whole life, the idea of love was used as a weapon against him, and when he finally had someone and something he genuinely cared about, that was taken away too. And the relationship between these two guys is unhealthy as fuck. I'm not gonna deny that. They both need a lot of therapy. But their emotions are interesting, and the way both of them are chasing something that they think is gone and need this pure version of their own relationship to show them that it's not lost is honestly a cool full circle that this show makes with their arcs. And, like, this is not even a gay thing, but the show is just really good at making full circles. We see it multiple times. Sometimes it's just episodic, like when Longa learns Joe's move and that's what wins him the race. And sometimes it takes a whole season to build, like Reiki's race against Adam, where we see him using Adam's moves against him, and even directly using his jacket as a decoy in Matador-like fashion, embodying Adam's own persona and demonstrating the growth his character has gone through since their first race. And just moments like this keep coming and coming, each more satisfying than the next. As if this isn't even a circle, it's an infinity. Okay, I'm sorry, that was bad. I'm just gonna go back to talking about gay stuff now. This show is gay. It's so heavily about these two intense and emotional relationships, and there is so much sexual tension between the two main characters, and between Adam and everyone, that there is no way you can say this isn't on purpose. So much so that I thought in the end, when Longa hugs Reiki, we were gonna get another victory-censored kiss. And, like, that's a joke, but also there's no way you can call an embrace that knocks one party quite literally off their feet non-romantic. You really can't. Anyway, Skate is a great show. It starts off as a fun ride, then it hits you pretty hard with its actual depth while still being weird and over the top. And that's really all I could ask for in something like this. I'm not gonna be one of those fangirls in the corner arguing that my ships are canon, because I know they're not. But the show is still pretty freaking gay. And that's all for now. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Well, I won't see you, you'll see me, because that's how this works. Bye!